Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY Radio.
This is Pipeman here on the Adventures of Pipeman W4CY Radio, and I am here with some strange people from the north. Oh, wait, they're famous strangers. So let's welcome the famous strangers, my neighbors to the north. How are you?
How's it going?
Well, it's going killer because I just got back from these festivals, and then I was getting prepared for your interview. And here's how I prepare for an interview. I was just sitting there and headbanging to your song. That's my preparation for interviews. Like, you got to get all pumped up. You got to get all pumped up for the music to promote the band. Like, that's like, there are a lot of people that aren't metalheads that interview metal bands. And like, if I were a metal band, I wouldn't want that. You know, if I don't like your music, I can't interview you. My job is to promote you. If I don't like the music, I can't say good shit about it.
So we made the cut.
We made the cut. Yes. You didn't get the cancel email.
Yeah. Which song were you headbanging to? There's some of them you can't headbang to.
As your leader.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yep. And what a cool video, man. Like, that was total like technology right there. It was just kind of cool the way, like, I'm into it, like the way it was forming and then like a phone in the middle. But yeah, but black and white. The black and white, I think, did it for me.
Cool. Thanks a lot, man.
Yeah, thank you. I don't know why we keep coming back to this like black and white logo with the band. It started out at the very beginning, and then it just keeps happening. And we're really lucky that our graphic designer and our manager now Art Zabo just put that all together, because we were kind of going with Pink Floyd The Wall, the movie, and then what was the other one, Jeff?
KMFDM, A Drug Against War.
Yeah, we were kind of like get that style going.
Trying to get that vibe going, yeah.
I totally got the big Pink Floyd vibe for sure.
The conveyor belt stuff.
I don't know the other one, so I can't speak of the other one.
Oh, dude, check it out, man. It's a great video. It's it's a great one. So
yeah, so I could totally get that vibe of what I remember of The Wall, because like there's two ways to watch The Wall, and one way is more interesting than the other.
Yes.
Fair enough.
So I also love in your biography where it says no filler. Okay, so that's so important to me, because like when you just drop like filler stuff on an album, I think it takes away from the power of the rest of the album.
Completely agree. Like, I mean, we could have put maybe 9 or 10 songs on it, but 7 bangers, let's go, and keep you rolling through the whole thing,
Yeah, so, and you know what I have to ask you? We were talking before, you're in Canada, obviously, but your heritage is German and Ukrainian, yet you sound totally like a Canadian. Just saying.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
For sure, buds.
It's almost like you practiced, because you're perfect. You have perfect Canadian speaking.
He's had a lot of practice.
Yeah, I was born and raised in Canada. Yes.
Well, see, then that makes sense.
Yeah.
But it is funny. Like, I'm an Italian Jew. Okay, but the Italian part, when I was at Vakken, I was with a bunch of Italian, journalists, and they're like, where in Italy is your family from? Like, no, I don't know. They wouldn't tell me. Like, my grandfather was mafia, and they didn't tell me shit. Okay, and
that's
so
cool.
They were listening to me talk, and like, I'm not born and raised there, and they're like, oh, you're from the South.
They know.
They knew from certain ways I said stuff that I have no clue I was saying it that way. So, And it is pretty obvious by, like, we were talking too about the food that I like. You know, there's Southern Italian food and there's Northern. So,
Okay. Yeah.
so it's kind of wild. My point is how, like, you know, even if you've never stepped foot in a country, if you have that heritage, there's something already innately in you.
It's inside of you, and you grew up. Your family like cooked you the meals, so like you grew up with those meals.
Yeah,
Like you learn it from your whole family. That's so cool.
Exactly. And you know, you get yelled at for certain things, you know, like, don't call it sauce, it's gravy. And I think that's a Southern thing, you know, Southern Italy thing. And it's like, you know, no, don't twirl it that way, twirl it this way.
Well, that's the same thing with Ukraine. It's not pierogies, it's put a hat. Get it right, you know.
Right?
Yeah.
So, you know, I gotta say though, what badass music! Why is it always Canadians come up with the most badass music? Is because your weather sucks that bad?
Yeah, that could be part of it. The isolation part. Yeah, there's been some good ones from Canada. You know, yeah, especially even from where we are from, Edmonton. You know, SNFU stem from here. Another punk band alongside of them, the Smalls, is one of my favorite.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Devin Townsend, strapping young lad fan. He's Canadian. There's some good ones.
I just talked to Devin recently. I just talked to Triumph recently. You know,
amazing.
Like it just does amaze me that you have these bands there that they're like the greatest musicians. You know, present company included there. I also want to say to you that a couple years ago, was it last year? I think it was. I can't remember now. Okay, I'm a huge hockey fan, but I'm a Devils. I'm a Devils fan. I live in South Florida now, and I hate the Panthers. So I was rooting for Edmonton against the Panthers. Believe it or not.
Amazing! The Devils made quite comeback. I think it was last year or the year before. Like almost made history with it. It was great.
Yeah, I used to have like second row blue line when Jacques Lemaire was coach and Brodeur was the goalie. And I remember being at the Stanley Cup and Gretzky was like 13 rows behind me. So that felt good too.
Amazing.
Cool.
Amazing.
Yeah, we kind of didn't make it this year, but the last 2 years we made it to the very end. And literally, if the Oilers keep winning games, the city keeps making money. So.
Exactly.
And the vibe too. The vibe
and
is
the
just
vibe, the whole city's like just vibrating with energy. So,
and I definitely liked
fun.
Edmonton when I was young because of Gretzky. You know, obviously.
I think that whole vibe rubs off in the music scene too. Like the whole scene around here, just it's such a proper metal family, and everybody supports all the local shows and. It's something else here. It's a special place, I think, man. So
that's the way it should be. I love that. I love hearing that. You know,
right? It's all about the love.
There it is. Oh, that's great. You know, see, that's what it should be about. When you take some hater asshole, you punch him in the face with love on your fingers.
Or you get the rings.
Oh yeah.
But I'm such a lover. I've never punched anybody in my life, so
I can't.
I'm learning how to just like remove myself and not say anything.
So I can't say the same. I played hockey, and
that's okay.
But I won't punch people in the mosh pit unless they're the big dudes that try to go into a pit to try to hurt and maim people. And
there's for sure.
There's always one asshole.
Oh yeah, I'm a little dude, so like that asshole, I'll come around and I'll get down like Mike Tyson, come up with my elbow, and I'll be on the other side of the pit before he knows who hit him. But
I can't even do it anymore. The mosh pits I'm still young and whatnot, but I certainly ain't 20 anymore. So even just one little push is so painful. But I did start the mosh pit last year at Acid Bath. I couldn't help myself. I felt like I was 16 again.
Nice. Well, I gotta say, of all the pits I've been in my life, and I've been in like lots of them, the most fun I ever had was at Bloodstock when Heavy Source played, and I was in the dinosaur pit. Like, oh my God.
Awesome.
It doesn't get much better than that, than like
No.
watching a bunch
100.
of dinosaurs, okay? Like,
Oh, amazing.
that was a first. Like, after as many shows as I've been to, there's very few times there's a first. That was a first. There was this other band called Evil Scarecrow. They were a really fun band too, and their pit was full of crabs and spiders.
I love that. People are getting so creative.
I know, it's great. Like, and that's why I actually talked about this in some interviews of like that hardcore band that I don't know if you saw the news of, they like pointed out this banana. And
You remember this? I told Jeff about this,
mm-hmm,
and they almost got canceled.
Well, and they should, because they're fucking pieces of shit.
Because why would you?
They had everybody rip us off, and they were saying "kill the banana." That's
Yeah,
not what the pit's about.
Like,
That's
leave
not
the banana alone. Like, if someone wants to come and dress up and have fun, and I told Jeff that immediately, because I'm so like, I'm all about love. I'm a tree hugging hippie, and I'm terrified of cancel culture. Not that I ever try to do that, but it's like, even if you're at a show, and even though who does that, but even the littlest things can get you, like,
Oh yeah. Like,
it's scary.
I even changed my radio show a bit, because if you listen to my show from like 10 years ago, it'd be kind of canceled today. Just doing funny bits. You can't even have a sense of humor anymore. Like, don't take it so seriously. That's why I like these bands I'm talking about, because they don't take it so seriously. Come on. Like,
the whole reason we started doing this is for fun, and I feel like, that's what you should be doing it for.
And it is for love. Metalheads are the nicest people, and just one big family. Like, people think, oh, scary, evil, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, at the end of a good circle pit, you got a bunch of huge dudes that look scary hugging each other, and that's the way it should be.
I never hit the ground in a mosh pit. You're always picked up.
Exactly. And I'll tell you a story too that like kind of proves the point. So one time I had to cover 2 festivals in one weekend, and obviously I couldn't do that. So I sent somebody that worked for me, and she was a country girl. Okay. And she was scared to go. I'm like, listen, you're scared to go. You go to these country gigs where a bunch of rednecks are getting drunk on Jack Daniels and kicking the shit out of each other. You're going to go to this gig, and you're going to see there's going to be no fights, and that you'll probably meet a bunch of new friends. You may even get a new boyfriend, and you'll have the best time of your life.
Who has better hair than you.
Exactly. And she comes back after the weekend. She goes, oh, my God, you were so right. I met all these cool people, and everybody's so friendly, and I have all these new friends now. And
That's amazing.
And I teabagged this guy, and he's now my boyfriend. And I have word for word. And I have this new favorite band. I don't know if you know who they are. They're called Bring Me the Horizon.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I think I might know them.
Well, that's the beauty of it. You got it. I love all music, so I always go to different festivals. Like, hell, I've been to Shambhala here in BC. It's a big rave. Like,
nice.
You'd be surprised of what you're gonna find and who you're gonna meet and the experience. It's always just, music is art, and it's a beautiful thing and brings everyone together. So I'm not surprised that she didn't have the best time of her life. That's so cool.
Yeah, that's one thing.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying, I just love how everybody can, in metal shows, they just can be themselves, dress how they want. There's no judgment. Everybody's there for the same reason, and everybody supports you no matter what you look like, say. It's amazing. It's
exactly. Like, I don't give a shit if you show up as an avocado, man. Like, do you? You do you.
Do you. That's it. Yeah.
Well, that's what we're trying to do here. I want to tour the whole world and start a love cult.
Nice.
Because I think the best human form is everyone all together in one energy and one love, and that's what concerts are, and sports
Yeah.
like any place where everybody's in one spot and everybody's just like so happy. You leave feeling weird. That's that connection that we're missing in the world.
No
That's
doubt.
what that As Your Leader song is about. Like together
Unity,
we are
not
really,
separation. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, and to your point before about music, like if you're a metalhead that you say that's all you like, then there's something wrong with you, because we all like all kinds of music, and there was a foundation before there was even a metal that we all have our influences from. And like you said about hippie, okay, this is what I call myself. It's even in my description on my Facebook. I am a metalhead, punk, hippie, professional businessman, because you don't need to be one thing. And like I used to go to Slayer shows on Friday night and Dead shows on Saturday. Like you can experience all these vibes, and like I'm just as happy in a dinosaur pit as I am a Dirty Heads show, as a Dead show, and then
100%, and that's it. Music's all about emotion, and you're not going to feel the same emotion every day, and that's okay. And someday you might want to listen to Madonna and Britney Spears, and the other day you're listening to Slayer and Anthrax. It's just go with it, enjoy it.
And
yeah,
it's
those
funny
intimate shows too.
It's funny you said what you did, because I had my grandkids in the car earlier, and we were blasting the metal and they're headbanging. And then I was asking my granddaughter, I'm like, so what do you think? You want to listen to some Taylor Swift? So first, I played the I Prevail version of Blank Spaces.
Yeah.
Okay. And then she requested real Taylor Swift. So I'm like, okay. And I played it. Music is music. It's the best therapy there is. You don't have, and like you said, you have different vibes at times. Like, there's times I just want to sit through Dark Side of the Moon,
100%.
So that's what's cool about you guys too. And I do, to your love point, I think you're going to need to help me with this idea I have to solve all the world's problems.
Oh, that's a big one, man. How on earth do we do that?
I have it. Okay. And now we might have to tweak it based on what you said. I was thinking about, but my original thought is one metal festival that the whole world is required to attend, except the political leaders. Security has very strict instructions that they are to get turned away. And then we just put the whole world in a mosh pit, and we can work it all out and hug each other at the end, and it's over.
Woodstock came close. Woodstock did it really good, the first one, and it's a thing, man. It'll work.
Yeah, and the only problem with Woodstock is I figured out something. The hippies became the yuppies, became the boomers. Like, if the boomers would have just stayed hippies, maybe we wouldn't have these problems right now.
Fair enough. Yeah.
So tell us about the new album. Well, first, let's back up a second. Tell us about how this all came together, you guys as a band.
Well, I knew Jeff because I hop from genre to genre. I knew Jeff from the punk scene, and we would see each other at each other's shows. We'd be playing shows with Order of Chaos and This Is War, and Jeff knew Beej, grew up with Beej and Braden, and Beej and Jeff wrote a whole bunch of songs, 20 songs that have been in the vault for a decade, and then Braden came in after that, and then one day he called me up and he was like, come play some covers, and we weren't even supposed to be a band. And I think the beautiful part of it is that a lot of veterans nowadays are coming together, intertwining different bands, because we all just want to let's just have fun and let's just write music. So we would put the space lights on and maybe have a couple Lucky beers, maybe some Budweisers, and we would we'd smoke a little weed, and one day they just dropped like a couple originals on me, and I just was like, whoa, what the fuck is this? Like, I feel like 20 years of my words were being held back and put into a box, and it just exploded one night.
Nice.
Like, it was crazy. So we weren't even supposed to even be a band. It's just like,
See,
it's crazy how you know people for so long, and then they become your family now.
That's how the universe works. Like you probably got messages before and just didn't listen, and this time, this universe just slapped you over the head.
We tried to connect before, and it didn't happen. Like, we weren't ready at that moment.
Timing is everything.
Is everything.
For sure.
You know, and maybe that timing is, you know, where you're at in life now compared to then. That creates the chemistry that creates the great music.
100. I wasn't ready at all. I think earlier until I started, like, I mean, Braden and Beach played in some bands that I really looked up to growing up, and just life for me went down a road maybe where I just wasn't quite ready, and the fact that I got to finally play with those guys, they were essentially my childhood heroes, and I think earlier I wasn't ready for it, and once I played with them, I became more mature and ready, and same thing once Amanda came in, it was just the timing and the chemistry, and here we go. Here we are today.
The fact that none of us have, like, aren't married or have any, like, kids or anything like that, how did that happen? How do you get a band our age?
That's weird.
That have, like, not really, we have responsibilities, but it's not, like,
it's not the same.
Not really.
Not the same. We're all in and we're ready to go. Yeah.
You don't have somebody else telling you how your life should be.
Well, you can do it. I've seen it happen. Like, that's why I praise musician wives and musician husbands, because it's not an easy job.
No.
But we're just blessed that the four of us have not those big responsibilities where we can just, I made sure I made my life like this. Like, I live alone. I don't have any husband. I don't got no pets, which I really want them, but I want to be able to, like, get out on the road tomorrow if I have to. So.
Well, I get you totally, because I do have 4 kids.
That's amazing, though.
During that time when raising them, like, I didn't go anywhere, and I had the dogs, but then once I became the empty nester, it was like, I'm like back to the way I was before I ever got married.
Yeah.
And that's the traveling and the going here and going there. And, like, I would love to have a dog, but it's not fair to a dog or me, that lifestyle. So I don't. And,
right.
I have people, including a brother, that says, oh, you're never going to find a woman the way you live life. I'm like, no, I'm going to find the one that lives life that way too.
Right.
And I wouldn't have to change my lifestyle. So me too, I've created that life that I can live like this, and the right person will also be living like that.
Yeah.
And I think that's where it's key, because you talk about the, musicians' wives and husbands, and, it does take a special person to be able to want that life.
Yeah.
For sure. Like, I mean, my, just a little history. My dad was a touring musician, and he met my mom on the road. And he was successful. He toured with The Who and played with some heavy players. And my mom she wanted kids, and my dad kind of laid off the road and stuff for a bit to give her that. But eventually, just like, it's in his blood, and it fell into our blood. And my mom, throughout her whole life, raised 3 musicians, and it takes a special person for sure, and I praise her every day for that. And it's not easy, but you just, going back to what you said too, Dean, you create your life, and you just follow your heart, and everything else falls into place. People come around that are supposed to be with you, and it works out. So
and you can have it all
too. You guys stick to it. Like, I give you all the props, Amanda, because, like, so many people, they'll settle because they can't stand being alone. Okay.
Right.
And they
I was
have to
at
be,
that point. I was
Yeah,
at that point,
see?
but shit happens and you get pulled to that stuff. But who's to say we can't have it all? Like, what's
Of
that
course you
stigma of being like, okay, tour or love, you know?
Yeah,
It
I hate
exists.
that word.
People do it all the time.
I hate the word I can't. Like, I mean, that's just you putting a block in there, and humans
Yeah.
are capable of amazing things, and you can do whatever you want. You just got to go get it.
I totally believe that because I'm also a motivational speaker. So I
love that.
I walk that life, and that's why I live the way I do now. Because it's like, okay, when I was young, I let emotions take over, and I did have this idea of the woman I wanted to be with. But then it's like, I can live without that. I can live without that. But the truth is, you really can't. That's why you end up getting divorced
And you don't
because
have
of
to.
those things.
Yeah.
And I also firmly believe you're never going to meet the person you're meant to be with if you're with somebody else. So as long as I'm with somebody that doesn't have all the qualities I want, I'm never going to meet the one that does. So
For sure.
you know, you got to have enough guts to stand your ground and wait for what you really want, because it will happen if you do that.
You're
Yeah,
so
for
amazing.
sure.
I feel like
Yeah,
I'm being
awesome.
a motivational speaker through the music because it's all about like, you are worthy and we're all one divine. So I love that you said that because I've been alone for 4 years and sometimes at night you get lonely and you wonder, but thank you
It
for
gets
that.
hard, especially if you go on tour like you would as a musician, like I do with doing the media at the festivals. Because like after I get done with this interview, I'm probably going to go into the seclusion, come down thing,
Yeah.
you know, that happens. And like, because I was just with all my friends and all these people, and like, and then, you know, now you're all by yourself. So I get it. But then you go out again. Yeah.
Right?
Then
Yeah.
you go out
Yeah.
again, and then it's like being on drugs without doing drugs.
100%.
You know?
And then you're socially drained and you have to sleep for 2 days. I don't even know how you should be sleeping right now, sir. We appreciate your presence.
No doubt. Like I already said, I told somebody when I get home, I'll sleep for like 2 days. Like
Yeah.
currently between travel and, you know, from the last festival, I literally till last night did not sleep for 25 hours. And over the past, as you know, month and a half, you know, if I got 2 to 3 hours a night sleep, that was a lot, you know, and so
Yeah.
I get that whole 2 day thing. It's like, okay, and somebody said something to me, you need to get some rest. I will when I get home for like 2 days.
Right? Yeah.
But it is because of the music. Because the music, you're right, it is motivational. It should be motivational. It's the best therapy there is. And you mentioned a word that I talk about all the time earlier, fun. If you're not having fun, this is a shitty industry to be in, to be honest.
I think any business.
You gotta
Totally.
love it because it doesn't love you. And I think that's it. It's fun. If you're in it for fame and fortune, you're in it for the wrong reasons, in my opinion.
Fuck. Hey, sorry, Jeff, I quit. Shit. We do get love back, and
Of course.
we're lucky to have the team that we do. But I've had a lot of people talk to me like, I'll never forget Stu Block being like, the industry will chew you up and spit you out, but it ain't gonna stop me. And it's
what you make of it too.
It's what you make of it.
And
Totally.
what's in your blood. Like my youngest daughter, sometimes she'll come to a festival with me, and halfway through the first day, she's like, "Dad, I don't know how you do this every weekend. I'm done already."
right.
You know? And me, I'm like, "Well, I don't know how I wouldn't." You
Yeah.
know, like
Yeah.
it's just like we said. You know, you go there, it's like you're high as hell. You know, and then you come and it's like it's weird. The silence, the silence.
It's
of everything.
deafening.
And it's wild for me. Like I'm an extrovert and a loner at the same time. Okay. So it's like I could be at a music festival with 100,000 of my closest friends and feel like I'm on top of the world with all those people, but then I'm also completely alone in that crowd.
I feel that so much. That's so crazy.
Right?
What's that called?
I just call it what I just said because I hate fucking labels. Like they want to label you and put you in a box no matter what it is, whether it's a label like that or a genre. Ooh,
Yeah.
what genre are you? You have to be only this genre. Like
Can't
fuck
stand
that.
it. I can't
That's
stand
why
that.
I'm
Fuck
blessed
that,
with these
yeah.
boys, man. I've been in a box for 20 plus fucking years. Excuse my language.
Oh, I already gave you permission by saying
Oh,
fuck
did
myself.
you?
Yeah, I said-
Yay. I have such a potty mouth.
Oh,
You're
you
not
can
going to
say
charge
whatever
me,
the
are
fuck.
you?
No, you can say whatever the fuck you want.
Okay, good. Fuck. But yeah, I'm so excited that I was put in a box for 20 plus years. So this is the first band ever that I have like complete creative control. And guess what? We're having so much fun, and a voice is coming out of me that I never even knew. Who knew that if you like treat each other with respect and love,
Wow, what a
that
concept,
the best
huh?
will come out of you, huh?
What a concept. Well, like I think Ali from Bring Me said it best. When he was getting all kinds of shit for the new music and changing everything up, and he said, "Why do I have to write the same song over and over again? Why do I want to do that?"
He's got to have
Yeah.
growth. You're an artist. You're going to grow. You're going to explore. And there's beauty in mistakes.
And
Like, I mean, that's-
experimentation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody judged Metallica so bad for that, and I feel bad. It's like James once said, well, you want to hear Master of Puppets, go listen to Master of Puppets. Like, it's there. You don't need to do it every record. Like,
It's
we're
funny you
growing
should.
and-
It's funny you should mention Metallica because I was going to bring that up too. I was at Metallica's first show ever, and
Oh.
so I was one of those original like teenagers that when Black Album came out, fucking posers, sellouts, blah 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 blah. But they're still my favorite band today, and I have a very unpopular opinion. I actually even like Saint Anger. You know,
Yeah.
I think Frantic's one of their best songs. Invisible Kid's a really cool song. And like, yeah, it's different, but who cares? Like James said, you want to listen to Master of Puppets, listen to Master of Puppets. Like I love Kill 'Em All. So I have Kill 'Em All so I can listen to it as much as I want, you know? But I also love
Right?
72 Seasons, you know, and you know, and I think Hardwired, that song, man, that gives Fight Fire with Fire a run for its money. So like you can go through this whole like wavy roller coaster ride, experimenting with your sound and evolving as a musician. Like if you're playing the same shit you did in the beginning, then are you really a good musician? Because that means you didn't learn
Yeah.
crap.
You're not
It's
learning.
art.
Yeah, you're not
There are
learning. You're
no
not growing.
rules.
Yeah, exactly. You know, well, when I was playing guitar as a teenager, I was like experimenting with sounds, and my dad would yell from the other room, and he was partially right in one thing he said, but he's like, you know, you better give that up because you suck. And I was like, but he didn't get what I was really doing. I mean, he was right. I did suck, but I just wanted to see what
That's where we all
sounds
begin.
I could make. Yeah, I just wanted to see what sounds I could make. And like, ooh, that
Yeah.
sounds cool. And
But isn't that where the beauty
Right.
comes from? Isn't that where every musician who's ever been a legend, oh, that's fucked up, or that's don't do that. That's not right. Like that's literally where everywhere you're not supposed to go there. Like
Right.
try new things, approach it in a fucking completely different way. Like
or a
it's
situation like Tony Iommi. Like, I mean, anybody could have said, well, he could never play again, or yeah, he can't do what he created. But he took a bad situation and figured out a solution. And fuck,
Same thing with Def Leppard. You know,
right?
you just make the best of what you got. Hey, figure it out.
They just played at Wacken. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, he's been a drummer in that band longer than most any drummer's been in any band. So, like, there you go. It's just like I'm also a surfer. I have mad respect for Bethany Hamilton. I don't know if you know who she is, but if you know the movie Soul Surfer, that's
Yeah.
her. That's about her.
cool.
And she is a surfing champion to this day, and she has one arm. And I'm like in awe of her. I can't even fucking do a good pop-up with two arms. how the fuck does she do it with one? And like, I'm in awe of it, you know, and no fear of a shark at all anymore or ever, you know. And I mean, I don't really have to fear either, except a couple times I saw one and I was like, oh.
Yeah. That's so cool. But that's the point. That's the point of everybody's fear is like, if they just like, it's easy for somebody to pick up something, regardless if it's music, a paintbrush, you're just trying to fix something and you're not good at it right away and you just throw it away. Like, no, man, if it lights your soul on fire, keep going. Don't ever stop. You're like, I understand how it feels to like, okay, I'm not good at this, like throw it away. But that's not, the second you quit, like you're going to fail your way to the top.
No
That's how
doubt.
that works.
Think of some artists that basically are the most famous artists ever, and those people passed away, so they never knew they became that. But you know, probably the same thing. Like some of the art, that's some of the most famous art. I'm sure some people think it's ugly or stupid
100%.
or whatever.
And there's nothing wrong with that. It's perspective, and
Totally.
I can't stand it when someone's like, "Oh, well, you don't like this band, or you never heard of this band, or that band sucks." It's like, no, you just don't like them. And even if a band does really suck, I love. There was this one band guy that opened up when I was in Into Eternity, and he opened up for us, and the whole crowd was like, "What the fuck is this?" And I loved it. It was so weird and so fucked up, but there's beauty. You can find beauty in any song, and don't get me wrong, there are songs that I don't listen to either, but I'm not going to be like, oh, that artist sucks. Like there's enough success to go around for everyone, you know.
No doubt. And there is some really weird shit out there, and some of it became really famous. Like,
right?
Look at Devo. Okay? And that's a perfect example. Or, okay, so Oingo Boingo played in my gymnasium at Westlake High, and now Danny Elfman's like the biggest composer ever in history. Okay, and that shit was weird. It was good, but it was weird, you know. Or David Bowie.
Frank Zappa, totally.
You know, the weirdest ones are like the icons, you know.
How boring would we be if we were all the same? Right.
And like Jim Morrison, he wasn't even wanting to be a musician. He was a poet. And so all his songs are poetry. Yeah. And Jesus, it's like some of the best music ever, you know? Yeah. So, I mean, like, I think there should be no rules. Music is music, and whatever you want to play and whatever you want to listen to, and all the gatekeepers, they can jump out my balcony for as far as I'm concerned. Because you know what? There should be no gatekeeping in music whatsoever.
No, but it's easy to do it when you just start.
Agree.
Yeah.
Like when you're brand new.
We all did. We all did, right?
We all went through that.
Everybody wants to try to fit in. Yeah. But
totally.
I think when you start just doing it for you and being you, like me as a guitar player, I'm never going to be Hendrix. I'm never going to be Jimmy Page. I'm going to be Jeff Kitlitz, and that's what I'm good at. And so that's who I'm going to be, and that's and as soon as I was able to understand that and let go and start just being me, things started happening for me. And it's amazing how that works. So.
And that's one cool thing that's been happening in the U.S. festivals that used to happen, and have always happened in the Europe festivals, is like I just did Welcome to Rockville, and Waka Flocka Flame started a mosh pit. Like, you know, it doesn't get much better than that. Like, and you know what I found out? Is a lot of genres that maybe I'm not into, when I'm at a live show of it, it's totally amazing. Different. Like
life-changing.
I mean, I remember one year I was covering Okeechobee Fest, which had Skrillex and Bass Nectar were the headliners.
Yes, I love Bass Nectar.
Okay, so check this out. Before going to that, I'm like, if I want to DJ, I'll go to the nightclub. Like, I'm not going to a DJ concert.
No.
But exactly. I went, I'm like, oh my God, I get it now.
Right.
Because like I would listen to that stuff in a nightclub. I'm like, I'm not going to a concert. But then I went,
That's
I was
different.
like, I get it. Like it was like unreal. And I wasn't even on the drugs that everybody else was on. And I thought it was unreal.
Neither am I, but those, like, there are some DJs that I call, I don't know what the genre of DJ it is, but I call it heavy metal rave, because Bass Nectar and artists like, there's this DJ chick and her name is Rez,
Okay.
REZZZZ or whatever, and Whipped Cream. There's so many that are like, I headbang at raves because it's so heavy, like it's crazy.
At the same festival, Wiz Khalifa was performing, and there were mosh pits and headbanging going on as he's passing around his joints.
That's amazing.
You know, so
it's bleeding into another.
It's just like, it doesn't really matter. Like,
No.
especially the vibe of a live show. Like, you know, I don't care who I'm seeing. It's a live show, and it just makes you feel good. You escape all the world's problems.
Yeah.
Like, you know, now I'm back in the States. I haven't turned on the news yet, but I've been gone. Exactly. I've been gone for a month and a half. I don't even, as far as I'm concerned, I'm surprised I came back and there was still a country, because I don't even know what the hell was going on for the past month and a half.
That's brutal.
Okay. And the point is, that's the beauty of the music, is I didn't have to obsess. I didn't have to focus on it. And then it's funny too, like, speaking about different types of music, you know, I'll go out and do these metal festivals, and then I come home, and every Friday night near me, there's a place that has live Latin music, and I go there.
I love that.
Like, you know, you don't have to be in a box. And artists shouldn't be in a box. People put artists in a box all the time. And, like, no. That's why I don't even give a fuck what genre a band is. Like, don't tell me what genre you are. You know, I don't want to know.
Yeah.
But I do want to know is how you view your band. Like, how you view your music. I'll say it a lot in interviews without using a genre. You know,
Right.
Just tell me how you would describe your music to me, you know? And so there's your chance. You describe your music to me without a genre.
I will.
Go ahead.
Sorry, go on, Joe.
I was just going to say, it takes you on an emotional journey, and it's haunting, melodic, uplifting, shows your worth. We are a little bit for everybody. If there will be, same with this record. Like, I love how somebody from anything can get something out of this record. And if you like hard, fast, if you like slow, groove, there's something there for everybody. And our band has no limits, and we like it artistic freedom and just create a journey for somebody that's gonna leave them better than when they started.
I love it. And how do you want to add to that, Amanda?
Oh, just saying that my whole life, every time I'd go somewhere that was silly, and people would just be like, no, that's stupid, or no, that's literally where all of it's coming from. Like,
Nice.
I'm taking it, well, sometimes, or writing from experience too. I've started writing from personal experience, and it's like crazy how it explodes onto the paper. So
I love it. That means it's being real. That's what it means.
yeah,
So
can't help myself.
tell everybody how they can reach out to you, connect to you on socials. You know, check out your shows. You have the album release show.
Yeah.
And let's give them all that.
The biggest thing is go to www.famousstrangersband.com. Everything you'll need is on that website. All our links, all our show information, merch, anything you need to know about us is on there, and it'll take you to links to everywhere else that you want to go.
Nice. And then the self-titled debut drops on the 21st, first day of Montreal
Correct.
Warped Tour.
Oh, nice.
Man, everybody's got to check it out because your music's badass. And you guys are badass now. That's what I found out. Like that, to me, that's what an interview is. That to me, that's what an interview is. I want to find out what you're all about. The music's easy. Let's find out what you're all about.
Appreciate you, Dean. You're right back at you, man. You're badass. You got great energy, great vibes, and appreciate what you're doing, man. It's really good. And
thank you for your time.
Your stories, your beliefs, your morals, where you want to go, what you think this world needs in music, and it's very healthy. And we need more people like you. That's great.
No doubt.
Keep it up.
No doubt. Keep the arts in schools. They keep trying to take them out over here. I don't know about up there, but you need the arts in school.
It's becoming a thing. Yeah, 100%.
Well, you guys keep rocking, and I look forward to seeing a lot more of you.
Yay, excited to meet you hopefully soon one day.
Yeah, let's do it. Come on over to Montreal.
Yes, please.
100%. Yes.
All right. Thanks for being on the Adventures of Pipeman.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dean.
Thank you for listening to the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY Radio.